But here's the key thing. If you don't get anything else, get this. That God, thirdly, God elevates the humble and brings down the haughty. Oh, yeah. For verse 27 says, for thou wilt save the afflicted people, but will bring down the high looks. Now, the NIV makes that a lot clearer. It says, you save the humble, but bring low those whose eyes are haughty. It says, God has always blessed the humble, and he stood against the haughty. And if there's one thing that's needed today among God's people, it is a spirit of humility. In other words, think about it. You didn't wake yourself up this morning, and your alarm clock didn't wake you up. And if you think your alarm clock is that good, let's go over to Fort Lincoln and take your clock and pick out any grave you want and see if your clock would wake them up. No, it doesn't work that way. In fact, notice what the Lord says about the humble. In fact, Proverbs 16:19, better it is to be of a humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud. Proverbs 29:23, a man's pride shall bring him low, but honor shall uphold the humble in spirit. Matthew 18:4, whosoever therefore shall humble themselves as this little child, the same is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. Matthew 23:12, and whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased, and he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. James 4:6, but he giveth more grace, wherefore he said, God resisted the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble. 1 Peter 5:6, humble yourselves therefore under the mighty hand of God, that he might exalt you in due time. But not only does the Bible have a lot to say about the humble, it has a lot to say about being haughty. Being haughty just means that you're puffed up. It says in Proverbs 16:18, pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Proverbs 18:12, before destruction the heart of man is haughty, and before honor is humility. Isaiah 10:33, behold the Lord of hosts shall brought with terror, and the high ones of stature shall be hewn down, and the haughty shall be humbled. And then Ezekiel 16:50 said, and they were haughty and committed abomination before me. Therefore I took them away as I saw good. In other words, if you want divine elevation, be humble before God. But if you are haughty, God can bring you down. They used to sing a song years ago, if I'm too high, Lord, please bring me down. My grandmother used to say all the time, Lord, I want to be humble at your feet, where you can get the glory out of my life. And if there's one thing needed today among the saints of God, it's humility.